This video is brought to you by Ridge Wallet, a slim front pocket wallet available in carbon fiber and titanium. With more than 250,000 sold, a lifetime guarantee and free shipping, get 10% off with the code GOLDFISH at ridgewallet.com. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. So as you know, Thursday means it's Fishbowl Thursday here in Instant Deck Tech land, and we have a super interesting modern deck to check out today. This one is called Wheel of Time, which not 100% sure why it's called Wheel of Time. I kind of get sort of the idea, but we'll figure it out as we go along. It comes to us from Hostafarian, so thank you so much to Hostafarian for submitting a super sweet deck. If you'd like your own deck considered for a future Fishbowl Thursday, make sure to leave a link in the comments, or you can email me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Anyway, let's talk Wheel of Time for Modern. So the deck starts off looking kind of like a Hollow One deck. We have the Burning Inquiry, which is the main way decks can power out a Hollow One on turn 1. You play it, each player draws 3, discards 3 at random, which allows you to stock your graveyard, cast your Hollow One as soon as turn 1. So this is pretty typical stuff. We're used to seeing this. Hollow One's a real deck in Modern. Bloodghast often goes along with Hollow One because you can discard it to something like Burning Inquiry and then get it back when you play a land. So this is all kind of normal. We even have a couple of Gurmag Anglers, which is another good backup graveyard threat. If you're playing a Burning Inquiry, you're dumping 4 cards into your graveyard because you're discarding 3 plus the Inquiry itself, which means you're almost to Gurmag Angler already. So by like turn 2, it's pretty easy to just have this massive 5/5 for like 1 or 2 mana with the Delve cost. So this looks pretty much like a Hollow One deck. However, Hollow One has a weird quirk to it, which is that it's very reliant on the graveyard. If you're playing a Hollow One deck, one of the best things people can do to fight against it is to shut down your graveyard, because then Bloodghast can't really be effective. Gurmag Angler going to cost 7 mana, which means you're never really going to cast it. Hollow One still works, but it does shut down a lot of the deck. This deck, though, has a unique solution to the graveyard problem. So since we're playing Burning Inquiry, which, remember, makes each player, not just you, draw 3 and discard 3 at random, we have some interesting non-graveyard based payoffs, which are Waste Not and Liliana's Caress. So if our opponent can shut down our Hollow Ones, our Bloodghast, we can kill our opponent by making our opponent draw and discard cards. So Waste Not is one of the sweetest, most unique enchantments that we've had in a long time. 2 mana, and it does things when the opponent discards cards. So when they discard a creature, you get a 2/2 zombie. When they discard a land, you get 2 mana. When they discard a non-creature, non-land, you get to draw a card. So when we Burning Inquiry, we're probably making a bit of mana, making some zombie tokens, potentially drawing a bunch of cards, all of which are really good things. And then Liliana's Caress just does a ton of damage to our opponent's face. Whenever opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. So Burning Inquiry all of a sudden becomes the equivalent of 6 damage to our opponent's face for just a single mana once it's on the battlefield. So we can stack these up on the battlefield, play our Burning Inquiries, force our opponent to draw and discard cards, while we're also churning through our deck to find more Burning Inquiries and other sweet things that synergize with our enchantments, and hopefully just kill our opponent with these enchantments. The other big payoffs are our wheel effect. So Reforge the Soul and Dark Deal are extremely devastating with Waste Not and Liliana's Crest. So Reforge the Soul makes it so each player discards their entire hand and draws 7 cards. Entire hand. So that can mean our opponent's discarding 5, 6, 7 cards, which is a ton of damage with Liliana's Crest, a ton of zombies and mana and cards being drawn for us with Waste Not, and we can cast it for just 2 mana if we manage to Miracle it, plus we can do some sweet tricks with the mana from Waste Not. Like if we have 2 red lands, we can make a bunch of mana with our Waste Not by making our opponent discard cards, and then kind of like chain Reforge the Souls together using that mana to make our opponent discard even more and get the combo kill. Dark Deal works even better with the Waste Not mana because it's black. It's a little bit weird. It's kind of the same as Reforge the Soul. Each player discards their hand, and then they draw that number of cards -1. So if our opponent has 6 cards in hand, they discard them all, take a ton of damage, we make mana and zombies and all that sweet stuff, and they end up with 5 cards in hand. So along with Burning Inquiry, the idea is we're just going to chain these cards together once we get our enchantments out. And yes, we can beat down with our Hollow Ones and Bloodghast, but really we're stacking up these enchantments, Reforge the Soul, refill our opponent's hand, cast a Dark Deal, make our opponent discard all those cards, take a ton of damage from Liliana's Crest and zombies with Waste Not, and hopefully just kill our opponent by wheeling and wheeling and wheeling and killing them with our enchantments. Otherwise, we get a bit of removal for the early game, Fatal Push just deals with a lot of things in the format. Lightning Bolt can go to our opponent's face if we need to force through the last couple points of damage after we Liliana's Crest and Hollow One and Bloodghast and all that stuff. Inquisition lets us attack our opponent's hand. Also, it is a discard trigger, so it's not as consistent as the Mass Draw and discard with Burning Inquiry and our wheel effects, but it does trigger our Liliana's Caress, our Waste Not, etc., etc. In the mana base, we get some fetch lands, some shock lands, some other unique dual lands, some basic lands, a few Ghost Quarters. In the sideboard, we get a bunch of removal, Pyroclasm, Ratchet Bomb kind of as sweepers, Collective Brutality, another discard spell that also doubles as life gain and removal, Shattering Spree to deal with artifacts, Tormod's Crypt, Surgical Extraction. Pretty important in this deck because remember, as we are casting these wheels and Burning Inquiries, we're also stocking our opponent's graveyard. So if they're playing Dredge or even Snapcaster decks or whatever, we could be kind of helping our opponent. So being able to exile our opponent's graveyard, very important to the plan of our deck since we're putting so many cards in it. Otherwise, for combo, Damping Spear shuts down Tron lands, Storm decks, Slaughter Games to just peel our opponent's best combo piece from their deck altogether forever, Witchbane Orb to kind of protect us from targeted stuff, Grape Shots, Thought Seizes, and that is Wheel of Time for Modern. A super sweet, kind of Hollow One wheel, Liliana's Crest, Waste Not hybrid. So thank you again to Hostafarian for sending it in. Again, if you want your own deck considered for a future Fishbowl Thursday, leave that link in the comments or email me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.